Hello everybody and welcome back to Saxlingham. So we are going to start this episode off by buying ourselves a set of mowers, and this set of mowers we will be able to swath drop on the back so we can do silage a lot quicker than what we were doing. So we'll just pull to here, we'll pull up the shop menu and we are going to go for, it's going to be an expensive job getting these, so we're going for the Pottinger. So we want the front mower. Let's buy that outright, and we are just going to start trying to buy stuff outright because in the when we move on a month, they've definitely got the. I'm going to say yes. I'm sure they do. So we're going to buy them. So these are 10 metre working width, like the class ones we had, but this now should mean that all our, when we cut, it's just one pass, and then we can get on to bale it straight away without having to windrow. We do have, if you see, we've got some contracts lined up because that's now taken our bank balance down to 36,000, and especially when we move on a month, we are spending 16 to 17,000 pounds on leasing fees. So right, we're going to take this to our field first. We're going to get the worker to cut our field, whilst we then go and get our baler. Yeah, we'll set the worker on cutting in there, and then we will bob back to the farm, jump into the fast track, which already has, I've put the baler on there already, and we can bring that to start baling. So let's just pull into here, we can look to get everything unfolded. We are going to have to close the gate because the gate does protrude slightly into the field, and I know that our worker will crash into it if we leave it open, but we'll get him set up here and on his way. And there he goes. As you can see, he's doing that wrong. Let's try that again. There we go. That's not too much of an issue. It should be one pass up, one pass down, and then we'll gather all that up. But that certainly makes life a lot easier. So we'll go back. We will go and get our baler, and then we can get cracked on with this. And you'll see that we do have some contracts going, so we will, as and when we can, get on to getting them sorted. I do love the water in this game. That looks beautiful. I'm toying in two minds of whether we do the same as what we did last. We'll just stop here. I'll show you as what we did last year. Field 44 is sugar beet. It is 12.8 acres. How big was this one? Okay, so it's bigger than field 45, but it would be very good that if we were to buy it. What would it cost us? 300,000. We should be able to pay that off with the sugar beet that we would get off. We just wait till December. So if we wait a month and then do it then. So I'm undecided whether we should, because could it be classed as sort of cheating? I don't quite know. In fact, going on about the sugar beet, there is a different field that I'll probably look to go do, which will make life just a little bit easier this time that we do it, because if we go onto here, prices, sugar beet. So the farmer's market is the only place to sell, where the farmer's market is all the way down here. And we've got field 2 that we could go to, and I think that would be a much more sensible idea to do it that way, rather than going all the way up here to do 44. And that would be a huge sugar beet harvest. You'd need more than one harvester on that. So what I'm going to do is it will be December. We'll wait till December, and if field 2 is still available come December, so next month, then we will go and do it. And what is that worker doing? Right, now he's sorted. So yeah, so come November, if field, December, if field 2 is still available, then I think we're going to do it. We're going to do it for that field because it just makes a lot of sense that we should be able to use all our own machinery, our trailers and whatnot, and we shouldn't have that dilemma of last time. We were just stood waiting in the field, so the harvester should be continuously going. And now that, because we have updated course play, it means that we can also put the workers on to do the job without having to have us there, which will be most beneficial. Right, I am just going to tidy up this bit, and then we'll just leave. I'll leave this here. We'll go jump in the class, and I think we'll go do some bale wrapping. Just gives... Why is he missing that bit there? Oh, what's happening this morning? Right, we're going to have to go jump in the class. We'll go do a bale wrapping contract, because you can see the bales in the opposite field, and yeah, we'll have to have a look to sort this out. Right, we've got that on. We'll go and get field 25 and field 23. We'll go get them wrapped and completed now. Well, I hope the worker's done a bit of a better job now. I did completely restart him to make sure that he wasn't going to leave those little bits laying around. And it's one of them, if he wasn't too far doing his up downs in the field to make much of a mess, which we should be able to tidy it up fairly easily, you would have thought. So right, let's leave this here, and we'll go just have a quick look. There may be the odd, like here, you'll see that there's a line here, then there's a line there. That's not too much of an issue. Main thing is that we're cutting the whole field and making the absolute most of it all. Right, there is another field that needs mowing, which is 27. So that'll be just next to where we were last time. Well, where we were just doing those bale wrapping contracts. So let's get all this folded up. We'll send the worker off to go start cutting them, and then that will give us 3 contracts to collect in, and we can start to bale here. And we want to now jump in. We'll get this baled and we'll get it wrapped. Oh, I left the baler running. Oops. Oh, what's happening there now? We're stuck on that bit of a bush there. Right, hold on. Let's get our trusty chainsaw out and we will unstuck ourselves. So we want to be like something like this. And there we go. So now we should be able to drive out of it. We had to almost get in the back to get out of the way of the tractor, you know, when mowing. But right, we will get this done, which I quite enjoy baling. It's a nice stress-free job, and especially when you're doing it yourself, there isn't too much that can really go wrong. That could be famous last words.
To fulfill, caught in a frenzy, we dance in this way. In the pursuit of more, we'll find our way. With every chase, in this endless race, in this game we'll play forever in a greedy way. In the hunger of the night we'll soar, our hearts craving for something more. With every evil lead astray, a rush. In the whispers of temptation, we hush. Bound by desire, we'll never sway. In the realm of excess, we'll stay. With every risk we take, in chances we make, in this path we'll stray, forever in the greedy way. In the hunger of the night we'll soar, almost breathing for.
So I am going to leave these in this field for now. So just leave them here to ferment, and then we can gather them up as and when we like. Our worker has also finished his contract, the mowing contract, so we will go and collect on these. So there's 17 and a bit thousand, almost 16,000 and 9,000. So that would have bolstered the bank balance up massively. So we're going to take this back, and then I think we will look to go and rest. Because we are going to go and buy field 2, but I don't want to do that until December. Obviously, bearing in mind it has to have the sugar beet field in for us to buy, and then we're going to have to then up its yield, because I'm sure, like with most, it will need lime and fertiliser. So if it's still there, we can buy that, we can lime and fertilise. I do believe that all our fields need liming, they won't need fertilising, so we can finally get to use our new our production. All the stones that we gathered up last winter so that we can make our own lime, we can finally start using that. And then, get all these fields to try get them all in tip-top shape. I know, what do they say with precision farming? You should only really need to lime every 3 years, but I do like to try and keep the fields so that they are in perfect condition. So right, we'll get this packed up at the top, and we will go and get the Fent back. We'll get the JCB back, and then once they're all back, we can look to rest. We'll be using the Claas for the spreading of lime, because we do still have the narrow tyres on, and we have that ridiculously huge front weight for it. Because if we don't use that, we won't be able to. It would make us do wheelies with the spreader, because it's that heavy, especially when you put is it 4,000 or 5,000 litres of lime in it? This new mower setup, this is exactly what we wanted first time round. Obviously, when the Claas mowers didn't let us put windrows in. So let's just drop the front mower off there, and then we'll get the back one off, because I can't see us doing any grass work now for a little while. I am trying to stay more arable heavy at the moment, because I know most Let's Plays, or at least most Let's Plays, you'll have a lot of animals, so grass work becomes quite an important thing. So it's nice not to do as much as normal. So let's leave that there, and we'll go get the JCB. Now let's get this put into here. So let's reverse this in. I do like this baler, it's a lovely baler. Right, let's get this, we'll put this right up again, the windrower hopefully. Where is our auto stacker? Did I leave that in our shed down here? Because I know I have been leaving it in here, so this is a bit interesting. I think it's, there it is. Brilliant. Well, we will rest, and I will see you in December. So I've just come to check on the cows, and we do have another calf has been born. So if we go over here, we should be able to see a bit more information about it. So we have on the 1st to the 12th, so 015. Okay, so 85 at the front, 015 at the back. So 85 at the front. Right, so it can't be that one. Let's have a look. Where is it? Have I gone past it? Oh, that must be, sorry. So that must be the mother. That's exceptional breeding. Look at that for a bull. And that's how old? That's 12 months old, so that's coming into fruition. How old? 24, 26. So all our bulls are really good age, but this one, I think we're going to have to sell her because 71 months, her price is right down. This one's got a calf, so we'll keep this one until... What I will do is I'll name the ones that we're going to sell. Those two are named, but so I got this and then go back. It now should have them named. There they are. So that's expecting 139. Okay, so it goes in age order. So we'll keep them. That must be our calf there. Yeah, too young. Look at that for genetics. And the bull. That bull's very, very good. I don't know when they come down in value. Yeah, obviously these two have done. And if you look here, what's that, 30 months? So would that mean that we should look to sell these ones? I think that could very well be the case. So let's name this one. Confirm. Let's name this one. And we'll name this one. So all the ones with names are the ones that we're going to sell. We should really do it the other way around. Name the... But anyways. 7. So we're going to keep all the bulls at the minute because they're going to be making the most amount of money for us. But right, we now need to have a look at, is Field 2 contract still... Oh, no, it's not, is it? Is there still a crop in the ground? Right, there's still a crop. So we are going to... How much do we need for this? So we need 300,000. We should have enough for our sugar beet machine. So let's go. I'm just trying to think out loud here. Let's go to here. Let's go to the bank. Let's take... Oh, our loan. That's we're almost under 700,000 left to pay off. So take a loan. We will do... Should we do 350 just to be sure? And then we'll do it on a 5-year period. So we'll take that loan out. We will then go to here. Let's buy that. And now if we go onto here and beet harvesters, we've got quite a fair few to go at. The only thing, I would like to use something different. We used this one last time, which that had a very big working width. This doesn't tell you the working width, but we've never used this before. So what's... So that just gives you a track and nothing else different. Well, considering we're renting, we have no need for that. So let's lease that like so. And then what we'll go and do, now we have that, we'll go jump back into our class. We'll go up there and try and get some lime put on the field and get it to max value. Well, we've been spending the most of this episode in the dark. So it's 8:15 on an early December morning. What is it, 8 degrees? So it's a relatively cool one. But right, let's go. Oh, hello. That was interesting. So if we set up our steering system here, we've just got to remember, for some reason this doesn't like to get us. We are 40. I think it's 42. So let's just double check. I'm sure it's 42 for this. 42, yes. So right, we will look to get this spread, and then we may make our way through all our other fields. Ooh, we're not going to look to get it spread just yet. Precision farming. Let's purchase soil information. So that's £2,500. We're going to have to check that our soil data over here isn't. How do we work that out? By the colour. Because it'll be these two as the data's going to go out soon. I think they may have one more harvest out of them, and then we'll have to purchase the soil data. But right, we'll get on and we'll get these spread. We still have a few bags of lime in our shed, so we are going to look to get rid of them first before we can go and start using what's in our production. Look at them beams on those front headlights. That's cool. So I am going to set our worker on. They're going to spread lime and slowly work their way through. It'll be field 41, 45 and 50, so that they can start getting lime onto there. So is that now, that's now full, which is brilliant. And then we are going to get into, where's my bag gone? Okay, it's in the it's gone into our bale storage. I forgot that can take stuff like that. But right, let's leave that, turn that off, leave that there. Yeah, so that can get on and do those jobs. We now want where's the Fendt? We're going to nip into the workshop and change the tyres on here, so we can put some narrow tyres on, because we're going to go put our sprayer on, which I believe it's full of herbicide. So let's customise narrow tyres. It's going to be weird seeing this with narrow tyres on for the first time. So yes, £1,000, so it's not too expensive to do that. Thank you. It's nice that they're nice and clean, these tyres now. Yeah, so we're going to get the spray. We'll empty the herbicide out. We will come to our buy point, which is just here, and get it loaded up with fertiliser, and we'll go spray off the sugar beets. And as long as we can lift the boom up high enough, we might as well go and spray our grass on the way back. Well, I say on the way back, it's slightly out of the way, but it's completely fine for us to go a different way around. So let's hop into here. 3,103 litres. I will just empty it over here so that we don't put it straight back in. So put that there. Let's go get the little bit of fertiliser we have left. And then at some point I'd like to do, I think, what we're going to do with this field 2. I know it's probably not appropriate to go with a root crop and then another root crop, but I am thinking that just to change things up slightly, I know in Oakbridge we did do a tatey harvest, but I'm thinking this time we can actually go and plant our taties and harvest them all ourselves, so we can do it properly. And I think the likes of field 2 is the perfect field to do it one, because of the size of it, you'll get plenty of taties off it, but also, this is going to cost a fortune, you'll get plenty off it, but it's fairly straight as well, so it should be fairly, I don't want to say easy because that's the wrong word, but it should be a lot less turns, so it should be less strenuous. Let's go with that. So that is every field with a crop in now drilled, and it does give us, once we get the sugar beet off, it does give us another field to drill come springtime. So like I say, we're going to have definitely one with peas, one with soybeans. So let's just turn that off and get this folded just whilst we have a look at what we have now. And what I'm quite liking is that we're spreading out, because obviously we spent most of our time in this area, so now going over here, is a nice change. So we have what is drilled. So we have 3 fields drilled. So we've got these 2 here. We've got field 2, which we'll harvest or hopefully get done in the next episode, and then we'll have field 4. So we'll have 4 fields for spring drilling, which, if we look at the calendar, so we could put barley, canola and wheat in. We're not going to do canola because I don't agree with drilling at that time. Whether it's something that's doable or not, honestly I don't know, but I know it's important to get it in whilst the ground, I think it's the ground temperature is at 10 degrees. But right, so we will, peas are definitely going to go in, soybeans are definitely going to go in, maybe put some sugar beet in, or this will be the time for potatoes. So peas, there's big money in peas. So I'm thinking field 40 maybe peas, and 38 maybe, do 2 pea fields there, and then a soybean field in 39, and then in 38 soybeans, and then taties in 2 maybe. Or we go taties in 38, just so that we're not doing a root crop after a root crop. But anyways, I think that will do for today. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out, because we are forever growing. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye for now.